Hey folks, July 4th, 2026, and today is the fourth day of a heat wave stretch, day 4 of 5, where we've been at the high end right around 100 degrees, probably 105 to 110 heat index. It's been putting me in the house earlier than I like, but that's what we got, so it's what we roll with right now. And today I wanted to show you beds 1 through 5, my first 5 sweet potato beds, because today is 41 days after the planting. So on May 24th, we started our sweet potato plant out. As we removed garlic beds and potato beds, we incrementally put sweet potato slips in across the garden. And in just 41 days, I have seen explosive growth on those first 5 beds. The rest of the beds are coming along as well, but these first 5 are pretty impressive. Before I show you them, I want to flash about a 12-second clip from that previous video I put out, the sweet potato plant out video, because I want you to visually compare and contrast what you're seeing back then versus what you're about to see now. So let's go ahead and roll that clip now. Okay, so you look at those plants and what do you see? They're little plants. They're not really that big. They're just, some of them pretty scrawny, some of them pretty reasonable size. But all in all, they're just little seedlings going into the ground. And today, those same 5 beds, they look like this. Now, as we center on the actual 5 beds, because this is bed 3, we can't see the beds at this point, and we are quickly losing our pathways. And I can tell you right now, the vines are starting to creep through the fence in that direction. So I've been pulling them back in because I don't want them to get tipped by the deer, because more foliage growth leads to more photosynthesis opportunities, which should lead to bigger tuber development. But right now, this is how the patch stands 41 days after those slips went in. So yeah, I really just wanted to put this together, a real quick video just to show where my progress is on sweet potatoes and where they can go in just, less than a month and a half. I guess theoretically at a 90-day crop, if you wanted it to be, then 50 days from now puts us in mid-August. They could come out of the ground. Way too early, so I'm thinking they're definitely going to be coming out mid-late September at the earliest, early October. I like to pull them earlier than October, right around late September, just so I can cure them more naturally outside without having to build a system so they can get the hot and humid week and a half, 2 weeks they want, organically coming down into a cooler temperature for the more cool and dry curing process. But yeah, I think these beds, assuming it's not all foliage, and they're going to push out some tuber growth, and they should, because I don't fertilize my garden with anything. And I know that I've seen in the past people who struggle with sweet potatoes, sometimes they might overdo their nitrogen fertilizer application, leading to a whole lot of foliage without any tuber growth. That's not a risk for me unless they're taking up too much atmospheric nitrogen, which isn't going to be an issue, because I've done this now for 3 or 4 years in a row, sweet potatoes the exact same way, and I've never not had a plant push out roots in the form of, edible tubers. So this is as much a diary for me as it is an observation for you. Now, I would not compare your sweet potato growth to mine, because my garden is my garden, your garden is your garden, and frankly, I don't even know if this is good, normal, or below average. I look at it and I say to myself, wow, look at all that really great growth that's happening despite the fact that we are in a heat wave, which actually probably benefits sweet potatoes because they like that. But the drought, I haven't had to water these things by hand in a long time. I got them established, and while I could still see some bed, if I was able to get through the pathways, I might have hit them with a couple of gallons here and there, but not nearly the amount of water that would typically go into irrigating a crop like this. We have had a little bit of rain, still we're in a rain deficit here, but despite that, I'm really impressed with how these crops grow. And if anybody watched my video of where I show that I have 16 beds of sweet potatoes, this is one of the big reasons why, is because this crop in this climate right now, with the heat and the humidity and the drought, is still going to produce a ton of food for me. And in the end, I really would rather have more beds producing food that's all but guaranteed than more beds producing crops that may or may not make it. Apologies for the abrupt transition, but the phone overheated, as did I, so we are up on the porch now to close this one out. So yeah, I just wanted to showcase the fact that the sweet potato plant with its aggressive vining is a great way to go from you saw the bare compost with the seedlings, and then 40 days later you can't even see the compost. It's a great soil protector. Awesome tasting final product, amazingly nutritious, and really for heat and humid climates, again, it's really a tough plant. So where other crops may be lagging, like right now, my peppers don't look too happy, my tomatoes don't look too happy, my beets are hanging in there, but they're not, smiling at me. But the sweet potatoes, it's grinning all the way to the bank. So if you have space in your garden, and you have the inclination, I would encourage you to take a look at that one, especially if you have some bare soil and you're looking in the heat of the summer to push something out there that can push some good growth. It's worth looking into. So in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. If you did, feel free to give the video a like, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.